Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Laura James, filling in for Abby Peel. Well, last year we introduced you to an amazing young artist. She has continued and expanded her work. Tell us more, Grace.
Well, I'm an artist with a dual personality, or you could say a dual paintbrush. I create bright, bold, modern abstract with energetic application, but on the other hand, I create glorious landscapes. Vincent van Gogh has always been one of my top inspirations because during his lifetime, he wasn't afraid to be adventurous and explore different art styles. And as an artist, I can really relate to that. I began painting when I was 3 years old, and I create art every day. Some days it'll be realism, and then other days I'll switch to abstract. And then some days I'll do both and go back and forth between the two. And now that I'm 15, and every painting I create, which takes several weeks to several months, in reality has taken the vision and experience of a lifetime. In my abstract, it's color and making the hues work really well together. And then in my realism, it's about that perfect streak of light or the light coming from the clouds, which makes each painting unique and special. I'm definitely inspired by the painting process itself. I'm always thinking about what colors and hues will work really well together and how to apply it to the canvas differently than before. It always gives me a thrill to know I'm adding beauty and value to people's homes. And I'm also inspired by the end result itself when I see my artwork on the wall and see people admiring and loving my work. And when they take it home with them, that really makes me feel honored. I believe people need art to make their homes and lives feel more complete. I've been to a lot of homes in my lifetime because my parents do investment real estate, and it always disappoints me when I walk into the house and I see little to no artwork on the walls. It makes the house feel very lifeless and not well lived in. It always makes it feel very empty and colorless. And that's why I just want to encourage people to make it a priority in their lives to add more beauty and color. I definitely like the viewer to feel joy, and color equals joy. We live in a very tense world, and I believe that the art on your walls should definitely bring you a lot of happiness. I believe art is a stress reducer because when the human eye sees something visually pleasing, it tends to make us feel at ease and more restful, and it also can help us calm the mind. So I'd say if you want to be happy, you should probably go to more art events. When talking about modern art, most people believe that art should only go in a contemporary setting, which it does beautifully. It also can go in a traditional house, houses with beautiful antiques and beautiful crown molding. An abstract piece would only add to this and make the house feel very well collected and loved. Artists have to be brave. People generally don't think about the difficulties an artist has to deal with beyond making the art. On a daily basis, we have to deal with self-assessment, success, failure, marketing and selling, and sharing our innermost world. And of course, we're privileged to get out in the world and go to openings and talking with all sorts of people. But sometimes it does take a self-pep talk. For me, before openings, I always have to remind myself that I'm not nervous, I'm just excited. And it really works. I believe good art should stir the soul. If a painting brings you lots of happiness and makes you very joyful, I believe it's not only good art, it's great art. And if it stirs the soul, the buyer can be fully confident when purchasing the art. Well, there are a couple of reasons why you should buy art from a current artist. One of the reasons is that a current purchase is going to help promote the artist and the art to flourish and grow, rather than the art dying off with the past. And deceased artists do not need this financial support. Another reason would be human connection. We live in a modern world with disconnection, and it'd be great to be able to have a piece of art on your wall and be able to say, I know that artist, she's a girl that's 15 and lives in New Hampshire. And having that, you have a story to go along with the art. And this way, the art comes alive through connection. I have 2 great Instagram accounts where I post all my behind-the-scenes painting, and one is on Grace Scarlet Art and the other is on Grace Scarlet Fine Art. It's a lot of fun, so I would encourage people to follow me on those accounts. I also have a website with video footage of my paintings.
Thank you, Grace. Do stop by the bank and take a look at the work of this young lady. When we return, Neil Nevins will give us a rundown of performances scheduled at the stage of Jim Mitchell Park in Warner. Please stay with us for the next installment of an underwriter of Your Yankee Chronicle. Your business can also be an underwriter for this show by contacting us at info@ycnnow.com for details.
This program is supported by Main Street Bookends of Warner. For books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner.